All right, so today we're going to be talking about old technology, and I apologize immediately for the shakiness of the camera. I'm not using my mount right now, and you will see why in a second. But today we have some old technology, and you may be saying to yourself, but Jack, you always have old technology. What will it be this time? Will it be something from the 2010s? No, it won't. Well, what about your usual year? What about 2007? You love that year. Nope, not that one either, although I do love the devices from then. Okay, well, surely you're talking about, like, older Apple, like, pre-LCD iPod screens, like the iPod 3rd generation, 2003. No, even older than that, my friend, because today we have... And the reason I don't have my phone mount, because I didn't want to reveal it too early, this. Oh, yes. Now, would you look at this, guys? This is a CRT TV, if you didn't already know. And specifically, this one is a GE Spacemaker. It is a model 7-7690A, and it is wonderful. But I've recently been on this kick of older video games, specifically this one here. And, yeah, I was wondering, you know, I love modern TVs a lot. I love them so much. And I hooked up the Wii there with GameCube controllers and played it on the Wii. And to be honest, it doesn't really do it for me. I don't know, it just... That TV specifically tries a lot of, like, smoothing out stuff. It makes it look like you're running it on an emulator with pretty poor settings, honestly. It doesn't even look that great. Some games it does really well, but other games it's just not. It just looks like a blurry, smooth mess. It just looks like a blob. So then I moved over to my other TV over there, which is a lot older, and I... put it up on there and got the settings dialed in, and I was like, man, this is so much better having it just be natural with actual AV inputs, because that TV over there, it doesn't have AV inputs. It has an AV adapter, so a little sketchy there. So I was using that one and realized, man, this is a lot better. But what if we could go better? I wonder what this would look like on an old CRT TV. Because that's what we used to have back in the day. Of course, we had CRT TVs and big projector TV in the basement. And I knew we had them at some point, but I was pretty sure they were gone. So I went downstairs to my dad, and I asked him, I was like, hey, do we have any CRTs around? And he's like, I'm glad you asked. I was just about to throw this one away. All the other ones are gone. This is what's left. Boom. And that's why this is here today. And it doesn't have any AV inputs. That's because this is from 1992. And back then, I mean, you had TVs with those inputs, I'm sure. I don't know a whole lot about CRTs yet, so forgive me if I get something wrong. But this is a very small TV. It's only about 9 inches in diagonal measurement for the screen, so it's very small. In fact, we back up and you compare that with a 27-inch iMac Pro, and you'll see that, wow, indeed it is a small screen. But this one does not have any AV inputs on it, and for that reason, I can't do anything on it with game consoles yet. I know. I got RF modulator on the way, and we'll be able to do things that way. If you know anything about those, let me know, or if there's an alternative way to do it that's better for about the same price, let me know, and I'll do it. This TV was from 1992, as I previously mentioned, and I don't know what its purpose was. I don't know what its use was. All I know is we had it in a Xerox box, and I took it. But now the question is, does it work? Looking around it, it's in very nice condition, actually. You can see that these, what do you even, like, creek brown colored panels, they have not, like, browned up at all, as I almost fall over. And the antenna looks nice and good. Everything back there looks nice. So you're wondering, does it work? And I've waited this long to turn it on for one reason. Because there's also the remote inside the box. And, yeah. Look at that. Old Energizer. Really old Energizer. And, I thought to myself, surely not. Surely these batteries are long past their prime. But in fact, no. They still work. The batteries, the old Energizers, still work. They're still kicking. Man, we don't make stuff like we used to. But here you can see the CRT has powered on. And for those of you who don't know, don't worry about all the lines moving across the screen like that. That is from the camera, not the TV. In reality, I just see a blank static image, and it looks good. So, let's talk more about this thing, shall we? Like I said, it's a Spacemaker 7-7690A, and it's a 9-inch screen, full color TV. Not black and white. Love that. I could get an antenna for this as well. Probably get some better channels on here other than the static. And I did set that clock. I'm assuming the clock battery is probably dead because it is not, in fact, 311. Well, you know, it's actually not too far off. Wait, that says AM though, doesn't it? Yeah, it's AM. Yeah, it's not that. It is about 3:30 PM. So, anyways, yeah. It is here. And it is working. It's a full color TV, but I couldn't find any documentation for it online. Lucky for me, also in the box was this. That's right, I have the user manual for it as well. It's amazing what you find in here, and I'll go ahead and turn this off for now because I'm sure that noise is not pleasant. And just looking through the guide here, you can see there's a whole bunch of stuff in the index there. Not many pages. It, what is the sunscreen actually? It has detachable legs, supposedly. My legs must have been detached because it is sitting on the plastic. And, recreational vehicle use. Oh yes, this was back in the era when you would put something like this in an RV. Or like a high-rise van. I remember my friends had a high-rise E150 with a CRT in it. That was pretty fun. I want to see the sunscreen because that is something I am curious about. I would assume they had very good reason for putting it on the front, but honestly, I haven't looked through this book much at all and want to know. So, oh goodness. Sunscreen. To reduce glare on the picture tube from bright sun or light, a sunscreen is provided. This screen fits in the channel around the front unit. To install, oh, you could actually remove it. Ooh, let's give that a try, shall we? I'm glad I have this on video. I'm about to destroy the CRT, knowing me. It says press firmly, right? Hold on. I'm actually going to get the instructions out and see what it says, so I don't do it. To remove, gently but firmly pull out on the finger recess located at the sides of the screen. Use both hands to pull the screen off to prevent the possibility of damage. Okay, let's give it a try. We're going to, oh, well, that wasn't bad at all. And the sunscreen comes right off, which is actually very good because this CRT itself, very, very nice condition. As you can see here, just from looking around it and stuff, like I said, the Creek Brown, it is in immaculate condition, especially underneath this. All you can see here is just some staining, and that's from use. You got a few scuffs up top, stuff like that, but other than that, this thing is in awesome condition. And now we can see it in its full glory, because, yeah. This panel here, it's a bit scratched up. You can see it there. It's not great. However, we got it off now. Let's power it back on. I honestly don't have enough experience with CRTs to know if it takes this long on a normal CRT to boot up into the static or not. But I'm just gonna assume that that is fine, because if it's not, then that's bad. But anyways, yeah, you can see it looks even better now. You might not be able to see that actually since it's on camera, but to my eyes, it looks great. I don't really need the sunscreen on it, but I am going to keep the sunscreen around because I think it's a really cool feature. And continuing on through the manual, you can just see more stuff. But yeah, it's great. Also, shout outs to old service checklist here. It gives you a, oh, well, that's not a very, that's not a very good solution. Yeah, it's just, oh, it doesn't turn on. Yep, the cord's disconnected. Nothing else. It's not possibly anything else. But at least it gives you some troubleshooting solutions here, which is really cool. I love that, personally. And that is a wonderful feature that we should have nowadays, but people are too cheap. They keep putting cheap parts and stuff, and it all breaks. I'm not one of those people. Believe me. I am for cars. But for, like, TVs and stuff, TVs are great now. TVs are real good. But, yes, this is a CRT TV. But you may notice this on the side. Oh, it's focusing on my hand. You may notice this on the side here. And you probably already guessed exactly what it does. I'll click it for a second, but I don't want to get copyright stricken. If I click the TV audio button on the remote, it switches to radio. Maybe. Uh-oh. No way. No way. Hold on. Did we just capture this live? Did we capture the death of the batteries live? Or are they, like, not pushed in enough? Hold on. Come on, Energizers. Hold through. Come on. No, you still got life. You still got life in you. Oh, no. It still does. But here you can see it's switched over to radio. I can turn it up. And you can hear that it's making audio happen. And I will turn it down because I don't want to get copywritten by whatever classical piece that was. As you can imagine, I've only been playing classical music through it because I think that's hilarious and awesome. And it is the only annoying thing about this TV, other than not having AV, is that its only speaker is on the side, on the left side specifically. On the right side, there's not a speaker there because there's a tuning knob there. So that's quite annoying. But, yeah, overall, this little thing's gonna be cool. And I'll definitely make an update video on it once I get console plugged into it and we see how good it is, because I fully intend on using this thing actually for retro gaming. I don't think I'll plug the Wii into it, but I'll definitely plug the other consoles into it because that would be cool. And yeah, I'd be more than happy to play this on a CRT, even though I already beat it just today. So anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe because I love reading the comments, and I'll have another great video for you out next week. See ya!